What's up, everybody? I'm back with another episode of the Keep Going podcast. Today's guest is Chauncey Collins. He's a professional basketball player that grew up here in Oklahoma City. He's had an amazing career of playing in various countries over the past 9 years, expanding his worldview, getting immersed in different cultures, being a leading scorer in multiple leagues, and just has a track record full of success. We learn more about his story through basketball, from homeschool to D1 college athlete to getting drafted to the D League to becoming a professional athlete. We speak on fatherhood, his attention to detail, the things that keep him grounded, his mindset, and much more. I love meeting people that have the ability to perform at such a high level, but also have a heart of gold that helps them live with purpose. This episode was a lot of fun. I hope you all enjoy. As always, keep going. Cool. Well, bro, I appreciate you coming on. Nice to meet you.
Thanks.
It's interesting to meet someone for the first time when you think you already know them. So I know I'm random to you, but I've been keeping up with you for a while, so I appreciate it.
Thank you.
But we'll dive into it. I know we're on a time constraint, so just take me back to your earliest days of basketball, how it got started, and then we'll kind of go through your journey.
So I think what got me started basketball was I went to a basketball camp, like 14. Usually I was just running around town, playing ball, you know what I mean, around Oklahoma City, around gyms. I really wasn't playing for teams. I went to a team camp, and I met Xavier Alexander.
Yeah.
And I asked him if he thought I was good enough to play at
How old were you?
Like 14, 15.
Wow.
Like really young. I asked him if he thought I was good enough to play at Southern Nazarene. And his expression was like he thought I was good enough to play then at Southern Nazarene. So from there, I kind of started taking basketball really serious, Felt like I could have a future at it. And then.
That's awesome. So when you got into organized basketball, was it a drastic change for you since you were only playing like pickup ball, or was it easy?
At that point, it was like I had dropped out of school, so I was kind of ignorant, you know what I mean? So that was kind of more so the change would be getting back into a program, like actually playing for a team. And that's when I kind of started playing for the Oklahoma City Storm. And from there.
Did you show out there? Were you always successful?
Yeah. First year, Kurt had a restraint for me, which he was the head coach, and he only let me play JV. So I it was the middle of the school year. They had to hold me back a year because I had dropped out for a couple of months, and I was killing, and everybody wanted me to play varsity, but he would not let me.
Right.
So for 5 months, I played JV and averaged 30.
After you're just playing with Xavier and
Exactly.
getting told you can play at a higher level, and now you're playing lower. I bet
Exactly.
But it was easy for you, or were you kind of pissed off? Or
I think it was more so confidence, hanging around. Then he was, and is who he is, the top best player at SNU at the time, getting drafted and things. So it was hearing that from him,
yeah,
and the caliber player he was.
So you had good bets.
Exactly.
From the Storm, where did you go first? Did you go to college, JUCO, or?
So straight from Oklahoma City Storm, I went straight to TCU.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, directly there. I played 2 seasons under Trent Johnson. And
what was that transition like from the level you were at here and then going straight to D1?
So the basketball aspect, outside of the physical, the physicality, it was okay. I was same skill level, or, as those guys, but the discipline side of it, coming from dropping out, then not going to school, but going to home school, and then having to go to college, and it's a lot more strict. You have 6 a.m., you have, you're grown, but you're not. So I think that was more so the transition for me always it never was basketball or.
That was the easy part. The structure was the hard part.
Yes, exactly. Because I love the game. I've always played basketball, but it was more so just exactly the structure. The structure aspect of things.
And you mentioned the physicality because I know from high school to college that strength is different. How would you adapt? Did you just get stronger yourself, or your game just outshined it? Or
so we had a strict weight program, obviously at Division I, but then also just staying in the gym. Like, like if you're gifted, that sometimes outshines the physical aspect if a guy is bigger or stronger. So that was another thing, like staying in the gym and putting in those hours to be able to, make shots and not have to take the bruising and the bumps, so that was a thing.
Did you always like work on your game, or was it only pickup? Did you get into doing drills? Like, explain that process.
So it's always been kind of all over the place. I think when I was younger, it was more so pickup basketball. And then, like I said, like it's always been working out also because when I wasn't, when I dropped out or I wasn't in school, when I wasn't going to school, I was always in the gym. So that it's not like I was just doing crazy things. I was just always in the gym. So if I wasn't playing pickup, I was staying after shooting. In high school, when I was like a freshman at Millwood, like I was the kid, like didn't make the team, but I would go to the practices. Or like when I was in 7th grade or 8th grade, I remember going to watch the high school kids practice just to, like be in the gym and be around it. So that was kind of my thing,
Did someone teach you how to work out correctly, like one of your vets, or did you just pick it up? Because I remember the day in college when friends that were some of my teammates, it took them showing me what like drills were, because I feel like our age group was just pickup. And then they were like, hey, yeah, but you should do this and make your spots here and all that. Like, did someone teach you or you just picked it up?
I mean, yeah. And then like I had the advantage of having X. So, I'm not sure if you know, but he was with the Tulsa 66ers.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Yeah, so that was the Thunder G League team. So he would come back and I would always be under him or we would always be together. So he would lace me with the game of, like, work smarter, not,
that consistent work.
Exactly.
So you can do it every day.
And details and things like that, where it's not like I'm standing there for 12 hours now, but I can go in there for 2 hours and get the same, therapeutic high as I would so.
What were some of your strengths going into college, and then maybe what were some of your strengths after you passed that level? Or have you always been like a shooter, ball handler?
Exactly, like athleticism. I think like shooting ability and athleticism was like my main strengths going into college. Like I don't think really ball handling wasn't that strong in high school. I was just faster than people, you know what I mean, or like quicker than people. So that was kind of a thing. But when I got to college, that's where I think, I picked up the strength and then the ball handling and then also like the knowledge of the game and, what I mean, things like that.
Yeah, because every highlight I see, whether it's either you making a shot or like a very stretched out, just wow. And I always laugh because I know that comes with work, but, that style is different. Everyone dribbles different, but it's always right at the end, and then pull up. So it's nice to see, and it's cool to know that it took work to get there, especially for younger kids that are like learning the game now. They see someone like you and they see a complete player, and to know that it doesn't start like that is a lot of motivation, especially for people that maybe only have one strength at that time or something like that.
That's one of the main reasons I think throughout my younger years I would always post like me in the gym, or like even now I try to kind of do it, but I don't do it as much, where it's like just to let the younger generation know, like even me being a 9-year professional, like it doesn't stop. You know what I mean? Like I could be sitting on the couch or just relax, enjoying my summers because it's the off season, but instead I'm still putting in my 3-4 hours a day to, keep up or so.
9 years is crazy. What a success. That's amazing, bro.
It's a blessing, bro.
Yeah. From TCU, did you go somewhere else or you went pro straight from there?
TCU, I did 2 years at TCU and I got drafted to Windy City Bulls. Then I was waived like a month in.
So you just got to practice some?
Yeah, like I flew out. So it was crazy. I was playing in a men's league game, bro, at the Santa Fe club. And I was like going crazy. This was right after TCU, like just playing with, friends, my brother. And I didn't even know my name was in the draft. There's nothing about it. Like my little brother comes running on the court, like, and I guess they posted it on Twitter and it like blew up, like, 3rd round, I think like 72nd pick or something like that, 3rd round. So picking, I was like, whoa, got 42 missed calls within 5 minutes. And the next morning they flew me to Chicago.
The next morning?
Yeah, literally. Yeah. They were asking me if I was ready to fly that night. Like, hey, yo, this is the general manager, like, we just drafted you. Can you be ready in 3-4 hours? Like, catch the next flight. I'm at the gym right now. I gotta go home, pack. Like, So next morning, flew out.
What does that feel like? That's rushed.
It's like surreal, bro.
Yeah,
like it's
right.
like what, like from not knowing what you're gonna do. You know what I mean? Like kind of just knowing that something's gonna happen, but you have no clue what, where, when, how. Like I'm literally playing basketball. Like, and boom, that happens. It's like it didn't even hit until I was on a plane. Like, wow.
Once you got by yourself.
Exactly. And it was like, wow. Like, oh, this is happening. Like,
ever nervous or no?
always. Like at that moment, because it was like college. I beat that level. You know what I mean? Like TV. I was the leading scorer my sophomore year for TCU. Like turned the Big 12 tournament. I did well. Like so, I was like college. I felt like I was okay at that level. Like. But I didn't know anything. Like I heard exit stories, but like for me to be like going through it myself, it was like, oh. So then that's where the nervousness came, and it was like kind of scary because I remember the physicality from going from high school to college, and you know, NBA, that's a whole different. You know what I mean? Like so.
Real quick on college, like. Was it easy to play on that big of a stage? Because Big 12, like in the tournament, that's a big deal. And you were showing out. Was that easy? Is basketball such an escape that doesn't even bother you, or do you think about it?
I think for me, like I said, it came with the confidence because my freshman year, I was okay with playing 10, 12 minutes a game because I was nervous most of the time from not ever doing it. But then I was young, you know, so going my sophomore year, being that guy the whole year, like performing and doing well from the start of the season, starting point guard, you know, like I said, I was a leading scorer. I think like my confidence was so built where it felt like it was like natural. Like it was like for this team at this moment, like it's regular for me to go in and, you know, kill.
So on the Windy City, it wasn't a surprise necessarily. Like, yes, getting drafted is a surprise, but like you were ready for it.
I thought I was. Like, physically, I felt like I was, but, like, mentally, no way. Like, when I got there, and then it's like you see a room full of, we met at a table just like this, and everybody just got drafted. So it's not like you're that guy. It's every one of these guys.
How many guys you think?
Like, it was like 12 guys.
Damn,
like
it's a whole team.
Like the entire, like 16 guys, bro.
Damn.
Coaching staff in front. It was like, yeah, we start practice in the morning. Then, you know, it's some guys that you've already seen in the G League before, like 2-3 guys maybe that's been killing, and they're in there too. So it's like, whoa, this, you know, like what the hell? You know, what the hell?
Yeah,
like,
and you just flew from OKC the day of.
Exactly.
Got practice tomorrow.
And showing up, seeing guys that you thought like, hey, he's cold. And then you got to go play and y'all competing for the same spot. It's like, oh, like.
What was that first practice like then?
I think I got pushed to the ground like 3 times. Like, it was like, I came off of a ball screen and like the big had hedged it. I think I tried to like jump past a couple of times. So just something being like kind of nervous, and also the physical aspect because they're competing hard. They're 6'10", 200, you know. And, you know, so I think the first day it was like more so like just getting over my wits, my nervousness. Like, you know what? You're supposed to be here, bro. It's not that hard. Like, then it was like, wow. You know, shooting afterwards, seeing the posters of Michael Jordan, like, oh, wow, okay, it's game time. Like,
yeah.
So
you can kind of shake off that and play your game now.
Exactly. Next day, I started making shots. Like, you know, we scrimmage, I can make 3-4 shots in a row or something. That's when I started feeling like myself. So.
Was there success between you and the guy that you were going against for the same position? Like, were you killing, or was it a wake-up call for you too, like defensively?
Definitely, because like I said, being that guy, you know, everything is confidence. So if somebody knows that you're that guy and they're not as confident, you know, they're going to guard you different. They're going to, you know what I mean? Like, versus you go against a killer, you know what I mean? Like, or you're that killer, it's just different. So, I mean, going against other killers, like, you know, he might hit me with a crossover. Now I'm nervous. Now you got to play both ends. Versus you can kind of relax. You get the leeway. Like,
yeah,
oh, that's Chauncey. Hey, Chauncey, you know, do it or...
Yeah, that's crazy. And so fast paced to be able to like transition that quick. So you said you got waived in the first month. Were you like on a journey of success and then something changed, or they just came in and chopped you?
It was just like, that's how the business is. They're like, hey, you know, season's coming around. I think they had trades at the time. So it was like, a couple guys get sent to the G League, you know, and then from there.
That's it.
Yeah.
So they bring in 12 or 16 guys and then only 3 go through.
Yeah, probably like maybe 5. Damn. 5 or 6 go through. And they'll bring you to the office, hey, great guy, you know, blah, blah, blah. Hope you have a, you know, a regular talk. Everybody gets it, like, you know, if you get waived, hey, great guy. We wish you the best in the future. I'm sure we'll see you around again. But
damn. So after that, did you go to another G League team, or that's when you went overseas?
No, so I came back to Oklahoma for like, I think 3 months and kind of just worked out, hung out, and I was waiting to go overseas. And that's when I finally took off and went overseas.
Where'd you go to first?
My first stop was Slovenia.
Okay.
I think. And I was there 3 months.
Okay. So just the season, or that's not even the season?
No, it wasn't even the season.
They cut you too?
No.
Okay, my bad. You said hell no.
So I think Slovenia is from where Luka's from, right? Lithuania.
I think so. Lithuania or Slovenia.
But Slovenia. We're gonna have to cut that because I played in both, bro. That's terrible. That's terrible. But no. So Slovenia was bad because just the living, and I think it was the fact of me never being out the country. You know, like stuff started happening back home. You know, at the time I think I had a girlfriend or something. So like all of that, having to juggle, being away from your family, the mental things, then, you know, different style of coach, different style of players. Like I went there 3 months, the money wasn't making sense to me. So I think I called my agent. I'm like, yo, I'm going to go home. And he was like, okay, I found you this offer in Poland for 3 times the money is what it was. And I was like, all right, let me make this work, you know. Went there for 4 months, and I had success. Like, I had an injury, but I had success the whole time. Like, I think top league, I averaged like 15, and it was my first year. So it was like, from there, Lithuania, which is another great league overseas, and my success. Like, you know, I was leading score 3 out of 5 years.
What were you averaging when you were leading?
Lithuania was tough at the time, so I think 16 my first year. Then I went back the next year, and it was like 16 or 17.
Still solid, though, because that's a professional level. 16 or 17 is a big difference.
Exactly. And it was like, yeah, that's where I kind of made my mark. And like, you know.
So were you getting a lot of like praise from the local community since you were playing so good?
Exactly. It's like, because, you know, most teams only have anywhere from 2 to 6 Americans on the team. You know what I mean? So every American is like valuable. Versus you come over here, it's like the whole team is, you know, they know everybody. These guys are not from here. It's like they bring aliens to. So it's like, yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Did you notice a difference in the game? Like how you played? Did you play different, or did you just play the same?
No, you have to play different. So like this style of play, like highlights, you have to kill, score the ball. Like the way I would put it. Here, if you're great at one thing, you can make it to the NBA. There, to play, you have to be overall good at, or okay at everything. Like, you don't have to be the best at one thing. You just have to be like good at everything. Like, be able to do everything.
Makes sense.
You know what I mean? So
Poland, was that where you spent a few years, or?
Lithuania.
Oh, Lithuania?
Yes, I played 4 or 5 seasons.
Dang, you got comfortable over there.
Yeah.
How'd you feel we were talking about it before, but being somewhere that far away, but kind of getting solidified, how'd it feel?
My first year, and obviously starting out, my experience wasn't that good. So, but going to Lithuania, that's where I made my home. Like, it's like I can go there now and feel at home. Like, I'm comfortable with the people, like the living. It's kind of Americanized there as well. So,
what was the biggest culture shock? Just language, or like something different?
Yeah, language, I think. In Lithuania,
just not understanding.
Exactly. And then, like, they'll try to talk to you. Even if, you let them know you don't speak. It's like, they're still trying to talk to you.
And you definitely stand out. So.
Exactly. Yeah, that's, another thing.
That's crazy. But a lot of confidence to do it on your own. In 5 years, that's crazy. And then, so after that, where'd you go?
So from Lithuania, I think the first stop I went was... I don't remember. From, I think, either Hungary or Russia.
Dang. Yeah, I remember the Russia. I remember you posting about that because I saw where it was and I was like, this is super, like, not random because I'm sure it's a good league, but just like random to us.
Exactly.
It's like, dang, he's far and I bet it's cold.
Yes, bro. Vladivostok. I was in the snow every day. There was not a day that I saw sun.
Oh my God. Yeah, just gray skies. Huh?
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Yuck. And then Did you say Turkey or Hungary?
I played in Turkey also, but Hungary as well. Yes.
Where's been some of your like most fun times since you Turkey? I've heard it's so beautiful there. Food, culture.
Istanbul is amazing.
Is that where you played?
I played in Istanbul, yes, for 1 season, but I played in Turkey for 2 years, 2.5 seasons.
Yeah. What a beautiful city. I've only seen it on, I mean, we plan to travel there, but to play as a professional athlete there, that's a totally different feeling.
It's a blessing, like I said.
Yeah.
It's a blessing.
Whoa. I know that you were like leading scorer and things like that, but what were some of the battles you tested on the court that were like tough? Because obviously the transition is tough with language and things, but was there something in the game that was tough, or again, it was just natural?
As far as basketball, it's always kind of the same. I think after the first year of me getting used to it, it was always kind of like, it's just basketball, like relax, breathe, and play. But I mean, it's cool playing like some of the NBA guys or some like, some of the guys we see on TV here in America. They come over there and play and like stay for a season, you know what I mean? So that's kind of the fun side of it.
Who's someone you remember?
Last season, Lonnie Walker was there.
Oh, dope.
And this year, he actually just signed a 1 year, I think.
Oh, okay.
So it's pretty sweet, blessings to him.
Yeah, that's awesome. So 9 years as a professional. That's crazy. From homeschool and then just doing 2 years of college straight to professional. Like, I'm sure it doesn't happen like that for a lot of folks.
Exactly. I know guys who did 4 years high school, 4 years college, 6 years college, and things still didn't work out like that. But that's the first thing I always say is it's like a blessing. You know what I mean? Yeah,
100%. You got to be grateful. But that also, usually people that are like that also stay locked into the work that got them there. And it seems like that's something you've done too, because you wouldn't be able to play for that long at professional level or just in general without taking care of your body, things like that. Are you big on recovery as well? Or not so much?
Not so much on recovery, but like as far as like eating well and things like that, like I'm big on that, like
that's when we started messaging.
Exactly.
Yeah, you were posting the fruit in the Turkish tea and stuff. That I remember now, bro. Yeah. That I remember because you'd have these plates full of fruit, and I was like, dang, every day? And you're like, yeah, every day.
I'll go through like a month each year where that's all I'll eat, and I'll lose like a lot of weight, but like, I don't know, I'm big on that.
It cleans you out.
Detox, like a complete detox, like where, and then also it cleans my mental, it detoxes my mental where it's like a fresh restart, a recharge for just life in general, you know what I mean?
You do that before the season?
Like usually at the beginning of the season, like preseason. So like my coaches always be like, bro, you got to eat meat. You got to eat meat because after practice I'll be cramping or like they'll be looking at my arms like, yo, see, like, you dropping weight. And I'm like, just give me a little time, coach. I feel amazing. And they're like, bro, but,
Yeah.
So.
Well, I know what you mean. There was times when I was doing jiu-jitsu and stuff that we would do like vegan for a month or two to clean. And then you go, like I remember eating steak after, I think 3 months of being vegan. And it was amazing.
Yeah.
So like mixing it up is good though, the cleanse and things, but it is funny to see your body react different. I bet you'd eat some meat and then be like, oh dang, okay, I do feel a little more energized.
Exactly, but literally within like hours, like, yo, or do some push-ups and eat a full meal, like, bro, like, yeah, I'm different.
Yeah. That's smart that you do that though, because that cleanse, the mental side is probably the biggest, because you're going through, you're a father, you're in a foreign country, and you're a professional athlete, so you have a lot to juggle. I know we're short on time, so I want to roll into Skins League. You just won it, didn't you?
We did.
How many times have you won it?
I've won 4 championships.
Damn.
Out of 9 Skins League championships.
Dang, man. Yeah, because I know you're one of the top guys there, always. So how'd it go this season?
Fun season. I mean, I think we lost a couple of times throughout the season, which is normal for us because it's just fun. But, I mean, it's fun to come together. Obviously, my team has a lot of professionals, and this year with Jeffrey Curl, Tyler Perry, Wayne, you know what I mean, guys like that. So it's fun to make it click together at the end. We all just come out on top.
How do you feel coming back, like with everything you've accomplished and then getting to just play with your guys again? Is it kind of a nice tired? Because you're already fresh out the season?
Yeah, it's like when I was younger, it was always fun, like coming back and just getting to have that fun with the bros and go out there and hoop. But I think as I got older, it's more like, I need that break, like, and then also it's different styles of basketball, so it's different for me who only played this style of basketball to come back and try to go back to the way that I played before I was a professional.
Where it was like more highlights.
Yeah, exactly. It's street ball. It's it's not walk the ball down and throw it to the big man. And just, it's...
So it's not a good release. You actually prefer the more professional game.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, because I'm so old and it's like, I know what's going to pay me. Like, it might be cool to see this, like, highlights, but it's like, like...
That's funny. Yeah, I get it, though.
I'm an old man now, bro.
Yeah. Well, old and athletic, but like we said, man, you got a lot going after, so that'll be exciting. Outside of basketball, speak on maybe some things besides your diet, because I think that's huge. Other things you do to take care of like your mental health and physical health.
I'm big on like nature, so I'll like go sit in a garden and like in the sun for like an hour, like or go read at a garden. Like anytime I'm overwhelmed, that's kind of my go-to. Like go sit in a garden and read, or anytime I just want to think or just have peace, or I'll go run. Or, go lift weights or something like that. But those are the main things I do. Like, Fortnite.
Fortnite too? Yeah. You got a game. Exactly. I mean, I'm on FIFA now, but there's always something that'll grab you.
See, exactly. I'm addicted to Fort.
Nature-wise, was that always something you were like in love with, or did it come later in life?
I think maybe after college. Like, I think maybe one day or two. Like, I will always go to the lake. And then I think that's when my vibe came. And then when I started going to Florida to see my son, I found myself at the ocean every night, like just sitting in. So I think like I got hooked on that. And then...
How old's your son now?
He's 12.
Dang. Yeah. He's grown.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Does he play ball as well?
Nah. Well, he plays football.
Okay. Yeah. Did you play football also or no? Nah. There's some people that do both, and then there's some that are just one or the other.
No, I'm not big on contact. So,
no. That looks like dangerous. Exactly. That's all I think about. Exactly. I've got some friends in the UK, and they grow up playing rugby and stuff, and it's normal to them to
That's brutal, bro.
It's like, I'll just stick to basketball.
Exactly.
Like, that seems a lot more fun, and I felt like basketball was physical.
Exactly. A little charge here and there. It's like, yo, ouch. But,
so where are you going to now when you head out?
I'm not sure. I'll probably make a decision here within the next week or two.
That's amazing.
I'm going to play, but right now I'm just working out, trying to get back in, top tier shape.
I love that most people I talk to that are successful, whether it's business or athletics or things, they do have things that ground them. And I think that's really important because some people may see you as a successful athlete and not think of those intangibles like the diet and the time in nature and reading and things like that. So I think it's nice to shed light on that to give someone else an example, whether it is someone coming up or someone in our similar age group that may be going through a funk or something and just needs a little refresh, because you never know what someone will take from it.
Exactly.
Let me double check for you. We got 10 minutes, bro. As far as basketball then, I know it's been a impactful part of your life. Are there some things about it that translate over to life that you could speak on that aren't really just basketball related? Because I know it's been a sanctuary for you to have an outlet, but are there some things that you learned through basketball that translated to life that you were able to apply?
I mean, just kind of everything. It's weird. It's like when I think about it to say, it's hard, but it's like everything literally. I mean, like if you lose today, you got tomorrow. You know what I mean? Things like that. Like get back up, fight again. Things like where it's like that's kind of everyday life here. Even if something goes bad, you miss a shot, shoot your next one. Where it's like, all right, something bad can happen right now, but you walk out or you're gonna have a bad moment. Or always next play. Like always next moment. If something bad happens, all right, whatever. Brush it off. So kind of that side of it. You know what I mean?
Like next play, next play.
Next play, like always a thought in basketball. You miss a shot, next shot. Where it's like in life, things don't always happen the way that we want them to. But next, next month, maybe opportunity that we wanted failed. Next opportunity, you know what I mean? So kind of that aspect of it.
Yeah, and then I guess just the understanding of putting in work will translate because you're not just successful as an athlete.
Exactly, it's not overnight. So.
Speaking on fatherhood, because anyone that has a kid, I'd love to check on their mental on what changed when they became that father figure, that provider. What do you think changed for you?
It's not about you.
Just instantly?
Yeah, exactly. Like, like it was like life is real now. Like, I mean, obviously it takes time for things to flow that way, or be acted upon in such a manner. But yeah, it was like at that moment, it was like, oh.
And you were pretty young. If he's 12,
18.
Just brand new.
Yeah.
Dang. So then you went through TCU. Then, oh man, I bet that was a struggle in itself.
Yeah. And trying to grow up and, it's but doable.
Doable.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like I could just veer off and talk to you about all this stuff that would just be fun for me. But I know you're on a time limit. I'm a few minutes early. But unless you have something else, we can just wrap it up. It sucks that we are on a time constraint because I've been looking forward to this. So I don't want you to feel rushed or anything like that. I appreciate the time, and hopefully we can connect more. But your attention to detail, especially dropping out of school and then becoming a professional athlete, like that's not normal for folks. So congrats to that.
Thank you.
And then I'm really happy to meet people this way because, like I said, Chris talked well about you. But I've met several people this way where we set a podcast, get to spend some time together, and it's very motivating to meet good people. So I appreciate your mindset, your time, and everything, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Thank you.
Get out of here.
Yes, sir.